Hi everyone, a very good evening and welcome to today's live session. This is Gayatri here and I see a lot of you have already joined the session and a lot of discussion going on. So I am reading your discussions, okay. I see Chinnu, Vidya, Pavani and Gaurav, Kalpana, Girish, Anita, Anubrat, Praveen, Anil. And I also saw one or two new names. I think some of you are new to these sessions. So for those of you who are new to these sessions, welcome to our live sessions. Yeah, so today I am not visible. Okay. Bharadwaja, Anupa Reddy. I think Anupa Reddy, are you new? Annappu Reddy, sorry. Are you new to the session? I am seeing your name for the first time. So for those of you who are new to this session, these are refresher sessions that we organize every week, and in these sessions we will be solving questions that has been asked in the last week All India mock examination, and also the other papers that we enable to you, the daily tests or the previous year papers that has been enabled in your account. So in today's session we are going to be doing reasoning ability, and we will be solving questions from the reasoning ability section that has been asked in the previous examinations. Hi Ravi, welcome to the sessions. Deepank, I think you should be able to see me now. The video is enabled. Yeah, so see, Girish says you are visible, Muthu says visible. Okay. So let's start the session directly and let's go about solving the question. Last week we had an All India mock examination on SBI clerks, right? So first few questions will be from that, and then we will move on to questions that has been asked in the last week daily tests, and then we will also be solving some questions that came in the SSC CGL examination 2016 paper. So that is the plan for today. See, for those of you who say that I am not visible, please refresh your screen and check once. It should be fine because others are able to see me. So please refresh your screen, Deepank. Deepankar, refresh your screen. Refresh your screen and see. Vijay, we have selected a puzzle from the last week AIM. I am not sure if it is the same one that you are asking for. Anyway, we will do that. Okay. Yeah. So let's solve the question. Let me share my screen, and the first question is there on your screen. Yes, so this is the first question that is there on your screen. Actually last week there were two puzzles. Okay, Girish, I don't think I have chosen that blood relation puzzle for today's session. I felt that the smart puzzle to choose, if both of these puzzles come in the examination, this would be the smarter choice to make because that was more time consuming. If you feel that I should choose that, I will definitely take it up next week. Okay, I haven't chosen it for this week. Today we will try out this question. If you guys want me to take that up, I will definitely take that up next week. But if that puzzle comes in the examination, I would say skip it or choose this puzzle over that, because that was very time consuming. More than tricky, yes, it was tricky as well and time consuming too. Yeah. So for those of you, it's all right now. Yeah. Annappu Reddy, what do you say? No clarity pics. What does that mean? Sure, Vidya, I will take it up in the next session, okay? I will plan to take it up in the next session. Same way, some of you had requested for a puzzle in similarly one of the AIMs, right? One floor puzzle was there, which I think last week Rohit took it up for you. So you had told me to take it up. So since last week I did not handle the class, Rohit would have taken that up. Yeah, yes, Girish, that one is skip worthy, yes. Actually in the examination, if we sit and try solving that, that would be a waste of time, and better would be to go with this one. This one is more like you will be able to arrive at the answer faster at least. So the question is there on your screen. I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes to read the question and try it out. So once you guys are ready with the solution, please let me know if you have got the answer, then we will go about solving the question. And for those of you who are new to this session, see, these are your first sessions, right? First few sessions. So don't worry if you are not able to solve the questions at the pace at which we do. Very soon you will come to that, you will also get that pace once you start practicing and once you start learning the topics. Okay, Dushyant says he found this one a bit difficult. Don't worry Dushyant, we will solve it today. It's not, you will be able to solve it in less than 5 minutes. We'll try it, read it first and try it out. I'll help you out. Anand says he doesn't know where to start this one. Anand, the best way to solve this question, just read what is given and start writing down the information given. You will be able to solve it. See, there is no place to start. See, from the beginning, from whatever first sentence is given, start writing down whatever is given. You will be able to get it. Anyways, if you are not able to do, you wait, let somebody tell me that they have finished solving it, because others might be solving, so I don't want to move on to the next page, because there the font would be less, then I'll solve it for you. No problem, you guys take your time. See, floor number, generally you take it from bottom floor is the first floor, then second floor, third floor, fourth floor till 8th floor. That's how you take it, Dushyant. The bottom floor is always first floor, correct? Topmost floor, here there are 8 floors, sorry 9 floors. So the topmost floor is 9th floor. Done. So Pavani is done with it. Okay, so let me start solving the question. Anubrit, you will be able to solve it. Wait, let's start now. Okay, so what is given here? 9 teachers are there who are living on different floors of a building, not necessarily in the same order. Each of them teach the following subjects, but not necessarily in the same order. Now it is given that you lives on an even numbered floor, but not on the 8th floor. Okay, so first I am going to make the arrangement here. See, there are totally 9 floors, correct? So the topmost floor is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So these are the floors that are there. Now it is given that you is living on an even numbered floor and not on the 8th floor. So what does that mean? Where can you come? You can either be in floor number 2 or 4 or 6, because it is given you is living on an even numbered floor and it cannot be on the 8th floor. So the only other possibility is you can either be in floor 2 or 4 or 6. Now it is given only 2 teachers live between you and the one who teaches Hindi. So if you is there, there are 2 teachers who live between you and the person who teaches Hindi. Next it is given that only 2 teachers live between the one who teaches Hindi and the one who teaches chemistry. So again, there is a teacher who is teaching Hindi, and there are 2 people between the teacher who is teaching Hindi and the teacher who is teaching chemistry. See, I don't know who is on top, who is on bottom and all. I have just written down whatever is given there. That's all. Now, next question, next statement. It says, the one who teaches Hindi lives on the topmost floor. So, what does that mean? Where does the person... okay, some of you say, please give me 2 minutes. Okay, fine. I'll wait and then I'll solve. Faisal, Gaurav, okay. Yeah, please take your time. So, for now, I have just written down whatever is given in the first 2-3 statements. That's all I have done. Okay, you guys tell me if I can start. Yes, Gaurav, please go ahead. Done. Good. So, let me start now. So, I just wrote down whatever information is given in the first 3 statements. Next, what is given? The one who teaches Hindi lives on the topmost floor. So, where is the person who is teaching Hindi living? The person who is teaching Hindi is living here. Now, if I have fixed this, what can I say? What can I say? See, they have said that there are 2 persons in between you and the person teaching Hindi. So, where should you be? You has to be here. Correct. Also, they have said that there are 2 persons between the person teaching Hindi and chemistry. So, where should be the person teaching chemistry? It has to be you. Correct. You has to be the person who is teaching chemistry, because Hindi is in the topmost floor. After that, there are no floors. So, the only place where I can place this person teaching chemistry is here. So, I can say that you is in the 6th floor teaching chemistry. So, now I have fixed you also. Next, what is given? The one who teaches physics lives on an odd numbered floor and Q teaches physics. So, Q is teaching physics and lives on an odd numbered floor. Odd numbered floor means which are the possibilities where Q can come? He can come either in 1, 3, 5 or 7. Now, what does the next statement say? Q does not live immediate above or below U. So, Q does not live immediately above or below U means Q cannot come in position 7 or 5. So, Q cannot come in position 7 or 5 means where should Q be? Q should either be in position 1 or 3. Now, again we have to fix that. Let us look at the next statement. Only 2 teachers live between Q and P who teaches civics. So, if I am saying that Q is here, okay. If Q is in position 1, where can P be? P can be in position 4. Similarly, if Q is in position 3, where can P be? P has to be in position 6. Is that possible? That's not possible. See, here I have found out that Q can either be in position 1 or 3, and they have said that between Q and P there are 2 people who are there between Q and P. Only 2 teachers live between Q and P. So, now see, I am considering the possible cases. First, I am assuming that Q is in position 1. If Q is in position 1, where should P be? P can be in position 4. Now, if Q is in position 3, where can P be? P has to be in position 6, which is not possible. So, this Q cannot be in the 3rd floor. Q definitely has to be on the 1st floor. Then only I can place P here. And it is already given that P is teaching, P who teaches civics. So, P is teaching civics. So, that is also fixed. Again, I also know that Q is teaching, this is civics, this is physics. P is teaching civics, Q is teaching physics. Next one, M teaches geography and lives on an even numbered floor. So, I can say M is teaching geography and lives on an even numbered floor means what are the possibilities here? It can either be on floor 2 or 8. Again, I do not know if it is floor 2 or 8. Let us keep that information aside. Only 2 persons live between M and the one who teaches history. Only one teacher lives between the one who teaches history and the one who teaches English. N teaches English and lives above the one who teaches history. O teaches biology and lives on an even numbered floor but not on the second floor. See, there is one statement given here. See, I have not made use of these statements that were given in between. I have just kept it as such. There is a statement here which says that O teaches biology and lives on an even numbered floor and not on the second floor. So where can I place O? See, if you look at the even numbered floors, we have filled up 4, 6. We are left with 2 and 8. Now out of this 2 and 8, we know one is going to be geography. Now it is given here that O is teaching biology and is living on an even numbered floor and not on the second floor. So where should I place O? O definitely has to be here, and O has to be on the 8th floor, and O is teaching biology. So now I can fix the position of M. So definitely M cannot be on the 8th floor, M has to be on the second floor. So where should I place M? M is on the second floor teaching geography. Now let us look at the remaining information. Only one teacher lives between, only two teachers live between M and the one who teaches history. So where should be the teacher who is teaching history? See, only two teachers live between M and the person who teaches history. Means if this is M, where should history be? History should be here. Next, only one teacher lives between the one who teaches history and the one who teaches English. And then next it is given that N teaches English and lives about the one who teaches history. So it is given clearly that there is only one person between the person who teaches history and English. So if this is history, either this can be English or this can be English. But it is, see, if this is history, this can be English or this can be English. But what have they clearly given? Next statement, they say that N teaches English and lives above the one who teaches history. So where should N be? This has to be N and this has to be English. So this cannot be English. So what should come here? The only remaining subject here is Sanskrit. So this has to be Sanskrit. Now we are left with we have name of persons to fill. Next, what is given? O teaches biology and lives on an even numbered floor, that we have used. R does not teach either Sanskrit or Hindi. So R does not teach Sanskrit or Hindi means R definitely has to teach history. Then it is given that T lives on a floor above S. So here we are left with two people. We have put in the names of the remaining persons. We are left with only two persons, T and S. Now here it is clearly given that T is living above S, means this has to be S and this has to be T. Okay, so this is the final arrangement that you get. Yes, Annapurna, what is your doubt? Please tell me which step you are not able to follow, then I will help you out with that. Okay, see, in this particular question, what you have to do is, if you go step by step itself, you will arrive at the answer. So some of you asked me, I don't know where to start for this particular question. Actually, they have given the question in such a way that by doing every step, you are able to get information. So this would be the final arrangement that you get. Yes. So I hope it is clear. Raju, refresh your screen and see. Otherwise, see some Muthu Kumaran, I think, shared a YouTube link in between. You can click on that. You should be able to view the session. Yes, it is a very easy question. If you read it and start solving it, yes, Anubrat. So Anand, these questions, this particular question at least, it will take you only 3 to 4 minutes or even lesser than that, because it's fairly easy, and once you are done with this arrangement, solving the questions is very, very easy. The questions that follow. Yeah, first question, which of the following combinations is or are true? So which is the answer for the first one? Vijay, if you are taking more time, just practice. If you are still able to solve the puzzle, only thing that you require is more of practice. Keep practicing more, your speed will definitely improve. The more and more puzzles that you, different types of questions that you come across, your speed will automatically improve. Okay, first question, which of the following combinations is or are true? So R is in floor numbered 9, history, no, that's not true. U is in floor number 7. No, that's not true. U is chemistry, correct? So that's also not true. Um, this is also not true. So the correct answer here is option D. O is floor number 8, biology. That is the correct answer. This is the correct combination. Next one. No, Anand, I am not looking at the YouTube link. See, the chat box will appear only in inside your Talent Sprint account. Okay, I just said somebody, since they said they are not able to view the video, I said in the YouTube you will be able to see the video. That's all. So you will not have a chat there on YouTube. That link, I mean. Okay, second one. Who lives on the third floor? Who is living on the third floor? S is living on the third floor and S is teaching Sanskrit. So the correct answer here is none of these. Option E. Yes, everybody is getting it correctly. Good. Which of the following statements is or are true? P does not live on the fourth floor. No, that's not true, correct? P lives on the fourth floor. T lives on the topmost floor. Yes, that is true. U teaches chemistry. That's also true. So they are asking which of these statements are true. Yes, statement 2 and 3, that is B and C, are true. So the correct answer is option D. Option D is the correct answer. Good evening, Selvi. Okay, fourth question. How many persons live between the one who teaches biology and P? So how many people are living between the one who teaches biology and P? See, biology is here, P is here. There are 3 people in between. Floor 7, 6 and 5. So 3 people are there. Correct answer is option A. Okay, so this previous question, if you ask me, I would say it's a fairly simple puzzle compared to, see, like for example, some of you said that in last week examination there was one more puzzle. That was a more complex one. This, ideally, you should be able to solve this puzzle in less than 3 minutes. And if you keep practicing, you will definitely be able to solve it. I am sure those of you who have been taking up these mock exams regularly, you will agree with me that you are able to solve it in that much time. For those of you who are new to these examinations or these type of questions, don't worry. With time and with practice, you will be able to attain that speed. Okay? Now, let's get back. The next question is there on your screen. The next question is on machine input output. Neeraj, we have just finished the first set of questions, that's all. So the next set is there on your screen. So this was on machine input output. So check out this question and try to see what is the step, what have they done in each step. I'll give you again 1 or 2 minutes to go through it, and then if you Anand, input, okay, see Anubrata has given me step 1 is differences, okay. Anand, input output question, at least this latest pattern, it is like doing some operations on the given set of numbers, okay. It's more or less like number series, I would say. See, you have 8, 7 here, and you have 8, 7 here, and you have 9, 1 here. Using these 2 set of numbers, you are arriving at this number 1, 6. Basically, you have to find out what is the operation that they are doing to arrive at this number, okay. The first step, I think, is fairly easy compared to the other steps in this question. See, what have they done here? You have 8, 7, and here you have 9, 1. Okay. Now, 8, difference between these two. 9 minus 8. What is 9 minus 8? This is the first element. Here is 8. Here it is 9. 9 minus 1. That is basically they are doing the bigger minus the smaller number. That is giving you 1. So, that 1 is written here. Similarly, here 7 minus 1. That is the second box in the first element minus the second box in the fourth element. So 7 minus 1, that is equal to 6. Basically, they are doing the difference, okay. See, 9 minus 8 is equal to 1, 7 minus 1, that is equal to 6. Similarly, if you look at next two boxes, it is nothing but 4 minus 1. You have to compare the first boxes and find their difference. 4 minus 1, that is equal to 3. And here you have 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4, that is equal to 2. So, the answer is 3, 2. Next one. Here you have 3, 6. So, 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 is 5 and 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. That's how you are arriving at the first step. You have just found out the difference between the numbers. So, that's how you get the first step. Now, let's look at the next step. What is the operation that they have done in the second step? See, Pratyusha says in second step they have done multiplication. And Neeraj says the second step is a multiplication of all the first digit and all the second digit. Yes, that's very true. So, to arrive at the second step, what they have done is, see, they have done, what is the first box in each of these given in this step? In all the different boxes, if you see, here the first number is 1, here the first number is 3, here the first number is 5. So, 1 into 3 into 5, that is equal to 15. They have taken into consideration the first numbers in each of the boxes and multiplied them together. That is giving you 15. Similarly, if you look at the next set, okay, if you look at the second set of numbers, that is 6, 2 and 4. Again, 6 into 2 into 4, that is equal to 48. 12 fours are 48. That is what is written here. Okay. So, if when you are multiplying all the first boxes in this step together, you are getting this answer 15. When you are multiplying the numbers in the second boxes together, you are getting this number 48. Now, step 3. So, step 2, I think till step 2 everybody got it correctly. Gaurav, do not skip question on machine input, output. For example, this question itself, wasn't it easy? See how you decide, let's skip a question is, give at least, spend at least 20-30 seconds on that question and see if you are able to crack it. If you are able to crack it, please go about solving the question. If you are not able to get the logic in less than a minute, even it's more than a minute, you are not able to get the logic, skip, that's fine. Okay, you have to see, like Dushyant says, it depends. If you are able to get the logic fast, please solve the question, because once you get the answer, once you get the logic, at a stretch you will get 5 questions correct. Next here 1 5 and 4 8 you have. So, from this what have we done? See, 1 plus 5 by 2, we have found out the average, okay, of 1 plus 5 by 2. 1 plus 5 by 2 is equal to 3. Similarly, 4 plus 8 by 2, that is equal to 6. So, that's how we have got these two numbers. Next here 9. How do you get this 9? Nothing, very easy, adding 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. So, that is how you get the last one. So, this is the pattern that they have followed. Now, they are giving you an input. Now, let us find out the output for this given input. So, if this is the input following the same pattern, what is the answer that we will get? Let's check. So, you have to club this 1 and 4, 2 and 5, 3 and 6. Okay, Praveen says in exam he didn't get an idea. Praveen, might be you are new to solving questions on machine input output, but if you start practicing, definitely at least in this particular question, right, the first 2 steps you should easily get. It's not very difficult. Again, third step, average, I would say first 2 steps definitely you should get. Similarly here, third to fourth step is also very easy. Just by looking at itself, you can say what is the operation that they could have done on 6 and 3. 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. So, this particular machine input output difficulty level is definitely easier compared to, if you remember, I think last 2-3 weeks before in the AIM there was a question on similar machine input output that was very difficult compared to this one. This is far more easier. Now, here what is given? 1 4 and 8 2. So, if you subtract 8 minus 1, you will get 7. Similarly, 4 minus 2, you will get 2. Here again 4 minus 2, you will get 2, 9 minus 3, 6. Again 6 minus 2, 4, 7 minus 3, 4. So, that is the step 1 that you get. Then what will be step 2? Step 2 will be the product of the first 3 numbers. Correct? The first box will be product of 7 into 2 into 4. So what is 7 into 2 into 4? That is equal to 56. So here it is going to be 56. What is going to come in the next box? It's going to be 2 into 6 into 4. 2 into 6 into 4, that is equal to 48. So here it's going to be 48. Now next, third step. This is step 2. This is step 2. Now when you come to step 3, what did we do? We found the average of these two numbers. So what is the average of 5 and 6? It is nothing but 5.5, or 5 plus 6 divided by 2. 5 plus 6 by 2, that is equal to 5.5. Similarly here, average is nothing but 4 plus 8 by 2, or 12 by 2, that is equal to 6. 12 by 2, that is equal to 6. Now last step is what? It is nothing but the sum of these two numbers. 6 plus 5.5, that is equal to 11.5. So these are the steps that is involved. This is step 4. Now let's look at the question that follow. The first question, find the addition of numbers obtained in step 2. So in the first question they are asking, everybody is getting the pattern correctly. Good. Find the addition of the numbers obtained in step 2. What is step 2? This is step 2. Find the addition of numbers obtained in step 2 means what you should do? 56 plus 48. Okay. So addition of numbers obtained in step 2 is nothing but 56 plus 48. 104. Option B. See, in such questions, please remember this is your step 1. See, in the question itself they would have mentioned this is the input. This is step 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly here this is step 1, this is step 2, 3 and 4. Just keep that in mind. Sometimes you might get confused which is step 1, which is step 2. Okay. Find the multiplication of the numbers obtained in step 3 and step 4. So what are the numbers that you get in step 3 and step 4? The numbers that we get in step 3 and step 4 is 5.5, 6 and 11.5. So find out the product of the numbers obtained in step 3 and step 4. 5.5 into 6 into 11.5. So you have to find out this answer. What is the answer that you get for this one? Yeah, 379.5. Correct. Girish has given the correct answer. Correct answer here is again option B. Again, Sai, Kiran, Ravi Kumar. Next one. What is the answer for the next one? If digits of all numbers in step 2 are increased by 1 each, what is the difference between the sum of the numbers in step 1 and the sum of the numbers in step 2? So for this question also a lot of you are giving me the answer as 3. Okay, Girish says answer for the question number 3 is 16. What about others? Everybody is still giving me the answer for the previous question. So what is the answer that you get for the third question? Yes, Deepank, previous question answer is correct. Option B. So for the third question, Abhinaya also says the answer is option A. Okay, Deepank also says A. Sai Kiran says C. Shubham says A. See, if the digits of all the numbers in step 2 is increased by 1. What is step 2 here? Step 2 is this, correct? 56 and 48. Now what have they given here? If the digits of all the numbers in step 2 is increased by 1. Digits are increased by 1 means this 5 is becoming 6, this 6 is becoming 7. The digits are increasing by 1. Similarly, this 4 will become 5, this 8 will become 9. Okay, so that is what is happening when you are increasing the digits by 1. So if the digits of all the numbers in step 2 is increased by 1 each, what is the difference between the sum of numbers in step 1 and the sum of numbers in step 2? Now, what is the sum of numbers in step 1? It is nothing but 67 plus 59. So 67 plus 59, that is equal to 126. Now what is the sum of these three numbers? 72 plus 626 plus 44. 72 plus 26 plus 44 is equal to 142. So the sum of the numbers in step 1 is nothing but 72 plus 26 plus 44. The sum of the numbers in step 2 when you are increasing the digits by 1 is 126. Now in the question, what are they asking? They are asking us to find the difference between the numbers, there is the sum in the two steps. So that is nothing but 142 minus 126, that is equal to 16. Correct answer is option A. Next question. If all the decimal numbers are rounded off to their nearest greatest integers, how many numbers in all 4 steps is divisible by 4? That's the next question. Okay, for the previous question, yes, Neeraj, Faisal, Sai Kiran, all of you have given the correct answer. Annapurna, try to change your resolution. Might be put it in a lower resolution. You should be able to see. Okay. So for the fourth question, what is given here? If all the decimal numbers are rounded off to their nearest numbers. So let us go back. Here, if you are rounding off these decimals, see what are here? 5.5. 5.5. How do you take nearest decimal? You can take it as 6. 11.5 you take it as 12. Now which are the numbers in these steps which are divisible by 4? See, you have the numbers which are divisible by 4 here are 72, 44, 56, 48 and then you have 12. So these are the numbers which are divisible by 4 in the various given steps. So how many such numbers are there? 5 such numbers are there. So the correct answer for this question is 5. Pratyusha, you are giving me the answer as 12 by 4. See, what have they asked? If the decimal numbers are rounded off to their largest nearest integer, nearest greater integer, how many numbers are there divisible by 4? So here this 11.5 you can take it as 12, 5.5 you can take it as 6. So how many numbers are divisible by 4 in this full given set? 5 such numbers are there. Hope it's clear. Annapurna, I have just explained it. The correct answer is 5. Next, so for the next one, Neeraj has given me the answer. Neeraj says the answer for the next question is 66.5. Chelluri says it's 66. Deepang says 66.5. Suganti says 66.5. No problem, Pratyusha. Okay. What is the difference between the largest and the second smallest number in any step? So you have to find out the difference between the largest and the second smallest. Remember that. When you are, see, another important thing is attention to detail is very, very important in these questions. Here they have mentioned second smallest. Don't miss out on the second. Okay, because options are in such a way that you can get, if you just take it as smallest, you will get a different answer. And there is one answer which will suit that option also. So, I mean, there is one option which will suit that as well. So, be very careful when you read the question. So, which is the largest number here? Largest number here is 72 of all these numbers. And which is the second smallest number? It is 6. Largest number is 72, second smallest number is 6. So, 72 minus 6, that is equal to 66 is the answer that you are looking at. 72 minus 6, that is equal to 66. See, in a hurry, lot of you, what can you do? You will do the difference between the largest and the smallest number. What is the smallest number here? It is 5.5. So when you do 72 minus 5.5, you will get 66.5, which is there in the options, right? Don't do that. That is a mistake that we are doing. Yeah, when you are doing it in a hurry, when you are reading the question in a hurry, you can make that mistake. So don't do that. Here the correct answer is option C, 66, because they have asked us the difference between the largest and the second smallest number. Some of you gave me the answer as 66.5. Please check. Okay, now everybody is getting 66. Good. Let's look at the next question. So this is the next question. It's on coding, decoding. Gaurav, what did you ask me? I missed your message. What did you tell me? What did you say? Sorry, please say now. When others are solving this question, if you... yes. Anubrat, see, if you see machine input output questions, if you are able to do first 2 steps and all, no, sometimes the questions that come also will be based on these 1 or 2 steps. So in that case, you will be able to at least solve those questions. But if you are not able to crack the first 1 or 2 first 2 steps, then it becomes difficult, because you will not get the answers for the other steps, right? But if you are still able to crack the first 2 steps, try checking out the questions if you are able to answer. Gaurav, what, okay, explicitly, yeah, Gaurav, what was the doubt that you asked in between? See, this question is actually easy only, but only thing is they have tried to confuse us by giving the options in a very different way, that's all. Once I start solving, then you will say, oh, this was such an easy question, why this didn't click me. It's an easy question actually. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and solve it. In a certain code language, some of the statements are coded as follows. Reserve Bank of India is coded like this. India is a great country is coded like this. Bank rate and deposit is coded like this. Mahatma Gandhi was great is coded like this. Which amongst the following options can be used for getting the code of country? So, Gaurav, aren't there, okay, let me just help out Gaurav because he has been messaging me for a long time. Gaurav, aren't there videos already available on machine input output from basics in the video lessons? You refer back to that. Even if you look at additional examples and advanced examples, so many questions should be there. Check that out. I think that should be enough to help you out. Yeah, it's like a Chinese coding. So again, I don't know if the student is here. One of the students had asked me a doubt. Bittu, I don't know if Bittu is there in the session. Bittu had asked me what is Chinese coding. So Chinese coding is nothing but language coding, right? So this is also similar to that. See what is given here. Reserve Bank of India is coded as A11, B21, C31, C41. Now let us look at the question first. Which amongst the following options can be used for getting the code of country? So which of the following options can be used to get the code of country? See, now let us look at whatever is given. Let's try to find out the code of country. See here, country is there in which sentence? It is there in the second sentence. India is a great country is coded like this. Now, if I compare the statement 1 and 2, okay, I can see that India is there common in both of these statements. Or what can I say? I can say that the code of India is, what is the code of India? C41, correct? Because that is the only common code that is there in both the statements. So India is coded as C41. Then next what is given? Great. Is not there anywhere else. So I don't know the code for is. Now great, if you look at the word great, here in the statement 2 and 4, the word great is there. Okay. So what is the code for great? What is the common code in both statement 2 and 4? That has to be the code for great. If you see, the word great is common in the statement 2 and statement 4. So the code for great has to be the common code that is there between these two statements, which is E61. So I can say that the code for great is E61. Now, in this second statement, now we are again coming back to the second statement. In the second statement, now you know that C41 is the code for India and E61 is the code for great. you have to find out the code for country. Now there are two codes here. So either D51 or G71 has to be the code for the word country. I don't know which of it is because one is the code for is and the other one definitely will be the code for the country. Now see which among the following options can be used for getting the code for this country. Now let me look at the first code. See what they are asking is, ideally if they had given here, if they had given the statement also following this code, the question would have been more understandable. Here they have not given that. I think that is why the confusion is coming. Okay. Now just assume that they are giving some wordings here, like a Reserve Bank of India or India is a great country, whatever. They are giving a set of wordings here, and the respective code for that set of wordings is given as this. If this is given, will I be able to say which is the code for country? Will I be able to find that out? See, you have D51 here, that is there in the given code, and only D51 is here. Already I know that the code for country is either D51 or G71. So if I am given this code based on the explanation for the code, right? Let us say they have given something like what you say, some statement they would have given, no? Is something, right? Mahatma Gandhi is something. Whatever, it's not given here. Even if you assume something, you can say if D51 is given here and is there, then you can say code for is D51 and G71 will be the code for country. I hope you are trying to understand that. Okay. See, what I am trying to say here is that if the actual state, if this code is given, okay, the wordings for the respective code will also be given to you. So by looking at the wordings and comparing the letters, right, whether sometimes either is will be there in the given set of letters or country will be there. So based on that you can say which is the code for D51 and the other one will definitely be the code for the country. So definitely by using this particular code and its given statement, I can find out the code for country. But if you look at the statement 2, what is happening? Look at statement 2. Here what have they given? Is there any of these codes there? D51 is also not there. G71 is also not there. So I have only this information that I have made out from these 4 statements, and even if I am given this code, nothing about these 2 codes are given. So this is not useful for me to arrive at my answer. Now look at the third statement, in the third code. What is given in the third code? Here they have given B21, D51, G71. So when you actually look at the statement that would have been given along with this code, these 2 words are going to be there again. Is will be there and country will be there because both the codes are there. Okay, D51 is there, G71 is there. One is the code of country and one is the code of is. Both are there means, again with the given information I cannot say which is and which is the code for country. I hope it is clear. Here I know code of country is either D51 or G71, that I have already got with these given statements. If I am given another statement like this with codes like this, again I am arriving at the same thing and I am not able to conclude anything. So using this also I cannot arrive at the answer. Now let us look at the fourth option. In the fourth option, if you see, there is only G71 that is there. So definitely you look at the statement, either the word country will come or the word is will be there. Either country will be there or is will be there. So if I get the corresponding statement for this code, definitely I will understand G71 stands for which. Does it stand for country or does it stand for is? If I have found that out, I will again definitely get the code of country. Okay. So this is also a valid option. So using these 2 options, I will be able to arrive at the answer. So the correct answer for this question is option B, only 1 and 4. Okay. See, this question seems a bit ambiguous because they have not given the corresponding statements, okay, or the corresponding statements for these codes. If that was given, then solving it would have been much easier. Here that is not given, that is why the confusion. So you will have to go with the options. See, how to choose with options is like this. Now if I look at the first option, what is given here? I need code for country and I know either it is this or this, that's all. Look at the options. Directly eliminate the second option because both these codes don't appear there. So even if they have given a statement here using, that is of no use to me. I need either this code or this code. So I can eliminate that. Look at option 3. Here again both the codes are coming. Both the codes are coming means both the words will be there in the given statement. Is will be there, country will also be there. So again, how am I going to know which is the code for is and which is the code for country? Again, I cannot use that. Again, I am stuck at the same place. Tanvi, I hope it is clear. If you take option 3, what is happening? D51 is there, G71 is also there. Among these two, one is the code for country and one is the code for is. That is what we have to find out. Again, can I find out using if I am given something like this? Again, I am stuck at the same place. So this is also directly you can eliminate. If you look at option 1 and 4, in option 1 there is only D51. So if they give the corresponding statement to that, I will be able to say which is the code for is and which is the code for country. Similarly, in option 4 there will only be G71. Again, if the statement is given, based on that I can say which is the code for is and which is the code for country. Okay. So the correct answer for this is only 1 and 4. If you actually understand it, it's very, very easy. So Vijay is saying, please explain why statement 3 is not possible. Again, at least one of them is country, Vijay, but how do I say which is country? There is no, you need to say for sure, right? Which of these options can be used to get the code for country? This third option cannot be used because again you are at the same place wherein I say code for country and is D51 or G71, I don't know which is for what. Okay, this is not called as Chinese method, Praveen. See this language coding that we do, right, wherein in a certain language some words are coded like this. That is generally in some books and all they mention that as Chinese coding. So one student had asked me, ma'am, what is Chinese coding? Chinese coding is nothing but this language coding, that's all. Okay. Yes. So let us look at the next question. Which amongst the following options cannot be used for getting the code of deposit? Sugita, look at the next question. Might be as and when we solve the questions you will understand. It's not at all tough actually. Yes, the options are confusing and the that is true. If they had given the statements, that would have been easy. So let us look at this one. Which amongst the following options can be used for getting the code of deposit? So let us look at this statement. Now in this statement if you see bank rate and deposit. Bank is there common in both of these statements. So what is the code for bank? Praveen, again that is an ambiguity in the question. I would say either they should not have given this option 3 and 4. See what they are exactly asking is that using which option can I get the answer? If I have statement 1 alone, I can get the answer. If I have statement 4 alone, I can get the answer. So that's why they have taken that as the answer. Yes, that's a very good thing that you pointed out. I would say it's a bit, the question is ambiguous. That's why actually either they should give only 1 and only 4. Correct, or 3 and 4, or this option should not have been there. But what the person who has basically said this question is trying to say is which option can be used. I can use option 1 and get the answer, and I can use option 4 and get the answer. Okay, so here the code for bank, okay, the word bank is common in these two statements. B21 is common in first and third statement. So I can say that the code for bank is B21. Then what else is given? Rate and deposit. Where is rate? Is there somewhere? No. So here what you can very clearly see that the code for deposit, okay, there are 3 possibilities. Now I am only able to find out what is the code for bank, that is B21. So this rate and deposit, okay, these 3 I am not able to find out. So I can say that the code for deposit has to be either H81 or I91 or J85. Any one of these has to be the code for deposit. Now what is given in the question? Which amongst the following option cannot be used for getting the code of deposit? So if you look at the options, see here H81, I91 and J85. If you see very clearly in this option C, I91 and H81 are coming together. Here if you see there is only J85. Here if you see what is there, only H81 is there. Here only I91 is there. Here more than two of the same things come. So this is the odd one. Without using that, definitely you cannot find out. Okay. Correct answer will be option C. Here you have I91. So, but again if we get I91, we have to find out the others, which amongst the following options cannot be used for getting the code of deposit. Actually they shouldn't have ideally given this option, none of these here, no? Then it would have been more easier for us to say it is option C. Otherwise what they are trying to say here is using H81 I can find out the code for I think I91, J85. So using these three I can definitely find out the code for deposit. Here in C, two things are given together. It's confusing, it's a bit confusing. Okay, I'll do one thing. Let me try and check out if there are more such questions available, okay, somewhere, and I'll do one thing. I'll take it next week for you. We'll try out more such questions, okay. This is definitely confusing, because if none of these options should not be here, then you can say it is C. But if none of this is also there, then which option do we take? I think in the test they have given the answer as option C. Yes, Harsha, this is a conjunction of the previous question. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, if Gandhi is coded as L65, which amongst the following can be used for getting the code Mahatma? So if any of you come across any such question, anywhere, please post it in the forum also. We'll definitely try to solve more such questions if such questions are there. Okay, yeah, if Gandhi, I'll also check out. Yeah, in the solution key, C is the answer. Again, see why they have chosen C, because here there is only H81. So using that I can find out what H81 stands for. Here I have only J85. So using that I can find out what that stands for. So all these statements can be used to arrive at the answer. But if you look at this statement, what is happening here is I91 and H81, if they come together, that's of no use to me. Again, I will not be able to get the answer. That's what they are trying to say. But that's ambiguous actually. Okay, let's look at the next question. What backend team is confusing at? What happened, Amit? What are they confusing you? Okay, let's look at the next one. If Gandhi can be coded as L65, which amongst the following options can be used for getting the code of Mahatma? Gandhi is coded as L65. So Gandhi is L65 we have got. See, we also found out what is the code for great. In the first question we found out great is coded as E61. So code for Mahatma was, okay, so code for Mahatma is either K75 or M64. So K75 or M64. So if you look at the options, here K75 and M64 is coming together. So can I use this to get the answer? No, I cannot, because I have K75 and M64 coming together. I cannot use that. Here also K75 and M64 is coming together. I cannot use that. This one also I cannot use. So the only feasible option that I can use is this. This question seems to be correct. See, they have framed this question very correctly. See, if Gandhi is coded as L65, which amongst the option can be used for getting the code of Mahatma? Definitely it cannot be these three options. It has to be option C. Because why is it option C? Here there is only K75. So if the given statement is there, I can find out what K75 stands for. If K75 stands for then Mahatma, then I can say M64 stands for was. Or if K75 stands for was, I can say M65 stands for Mahatma. Okay, this question is framed correctly. I think the only confusion is in this question. Okay, and here one of the options is not very clear. That option 3 and 4 should have been changed actually. Here this question is the one which is creating confusion. Okay, but anyway I hope it is, this question at least is clear, Sugata. See, basically what they are trying to say is if you have to find the code for any given word, okay, in the codes that is given, you have an ambiguity, right? For example, the code of Gandhi can either be this or this. So if in the given option, both of these codes come together, I cannot say for sure which is the answer that I am looking at. So in this case, if you see in all the places these two codes are coming together. So I am not able to say which is the answer, only option C is there. Okay, some clarity everybody got? Yes, that's fine, that's good for now. Okay, we'll keep it at that for now. Next. Oh, again another question from this. What is the code for bank? At last one very easy question from this set. So they are asking what is the code for bank? Reserve Bank of India, B21. We already found that out, no? A. Oh, bye Dushyant. You can see the archives later. Okay, let's look at the next set, next question. Yeah, this is very easy, B21. Next go. What does A11 stand for? Again another question, A11. What does A11 stand for? See, you have Reserve Bank of India. That is where this code A11 is coming. Now, bank you know is B21. India you know is C41. India is C41. Again you have off and reserve. That is not there anywhere else. So this A11 and C31, that is either reserve or off. I am not sure which is that. With the given information I cannot find that answer. So the correct answer is option E, cannot be determined. Okay, next. So next question is on syllogisms. Some mobiles are laptop, no desktop is a mobile, all CPUs are desktops. At least some laptops are mobiles, all desktops being CPU is a possibility, all mobiles being desktop is a possibility. So let's draw the diagram for this. What is given? Some mobiles are laptop, no desktop is a mobile, no desktop is a mobile. All CPUs are desktops. All CPUs are desktop. So this is the figure that you get, basic diagram that you get. Now let us look at the conclusion. At least some laptops are mobiles. At least some laptops are mobile. Yes, that is a correct conclusion, correct? Because there is an overlapping between laptops and mobile. At least means, that means some. So this is true. All desktops being CPU is a possibility. All desktops being CPU definitely is a possibility, correct? CPU can be a set like this also. That's a valid possibility. That's also true. All mobiles being desktop is a possibility. No. Can mobiles be desktop? We already know that no desktop is a mobile. So all mobiles being desktop is definitely not a possibility. So this option does not follow. So what is the answer for this question? See here, conclusion 1 and 2 follow and conclusion 3 does not follow. So the correct answer is if only conclusion 3 does not follow. That is option C. By mistake, please don't mark answer as option D, because generally in statement in syllogism question, what do we see? They will ask if conclusion follow, if conclusion 2 follows, if conclusion 3 follows, and so on. Here they have said does not follow in the options. So just read it correctly. Don't do careless mistake and say that the answer is option D, thinking that option D they are saying if both 1 and 2 follow. They are saying 1 and 2 do not follow. Correct answer here is option C, only conclusion 3 does not follow. Next one. All fruits are vegetables. All vegetables are delicious. No water is delicious. How do you draw the basic diagram for this? All fruits are vegetables. All vegetables are delicious. Oh. All vegetables are delicious. No water is delicious. Oh, no water is delicious. So this is the basic diagram. Yes, for this question all of you are giving me the answer as B. Let us look at the first conclusion. All delicious being fruits is a possibility. All delicious being fruits is a possibility. Yes, this fruits can be a set like this, no? It can be a set like this, which along with delicious. Similarly, veg also can be a set like that. So this is definitely a possibility. Next one. Some vegetables are water. No, definitely they have given that no, delicious is water, and vegetable is actually coming inside the set delicious. So some vegetables are water is not true. Definitely not true, does not follow. Third one, no fruit is water. No fruit is water. No fruit is water, again does not follow. No fruit is water. So the correct answer here is only conclusion 1 follows, correct? I mean, sorry, no fruit is water is true, no? No fruit is water is true. No fruit is water. You can very clearly see no fruit is water, that's true. So here 1 and 3 follow and only 2 does not follow. So the correct answer here is option B, only 2 does not follow. So why are some of you giving me the answer as option D? Again, see, that's the why are you saying 1 and 2 don't follow? Option B should be the answer. Only 2 does not follow. See, conclusion 1 and 3 follow, 2 does not follow. Yeah. Hope it's clear. Let's look at the next one. So the next question is there on your screen. I think these questions were part of the daily test that was held last week. P plus Q means P is the sister of Q. P ampersand Q means P is the wife of Q. P dollar Q means P is the son of Q. P percentage Q means P is the mother of Q. What will come in the place of question mark if it is provided that J is the daughter-in-law of T in the expression? As follows. So, see, this is on coded inequalities. So, what is given here, or it's like coded blood relations, I would say. You cannot say inequalities, no, because you have, it's blood relations, basically blood relations with coding, with symbols. So what do you solve, what do you do here? See, you have, they have given J percentage B. What does J percentage B means? J is the mother of B. So J percentage B means J is mother of B. So let us draw the diagram. You have J, you have B, and J is the mother of B and J is a female. Okay, I have written that. Now you have to find out what is the relationship between B and K. Okay, they have also given that K dollar T. So K dollar T means what? K is the son of T. So K is the son of T. Now in the question they have also given one more information. J is the daughter-in-law of T. J is the daughter-in-law of T means basically T, okay, has a child, and it is given that J is a female. See, we know that J is a female. It is also given that J is the daughter-in-law of T means this T has a son whose wife is going to be J. Correct? That's what it means. See, T has a son whose wife is going to be J. Next they have given that K is the son of T. So if they give K is the son of T, which has to be K? This obviously has to be K, because these are the only people that is given. Now the question is, what is the relationship between B and K? What can be the relationship between B and K? So K has to be here, and what will be the relationship between B and K? K has to be the father of B, or B is the son of K. Correct? So here you have K, B here, question mark, K. Correct? I can say that B is the son of K. So which does that symbol represent here? It is dollar. So B dollar K, or B is the son of K. Option D. Okay. So Praveen says D. Sai Kiran says this is question from previous AIM. I don't think so, Sai Kiran. This was part of daily test. Might be it appeared in some AIM. I don't remember. I took it from the daily test. So Girish, you have given the answer as percentage. Please check again. A lot of you are saying the answer as percentage. No, it is D. Okay, I'll explain it once again. See, what have they given here? When this statement is completed, we should be able to say that J is the daughter-in-law of T. So what does that mean? T has a son who is married to J. Now the first statement, J percentage B, means that J is the mother of B. That is there here already. Next, there is K dollar T. So K dollar T means I can say that K is the son of T. K dollar T means K is the son of T. So basically K and J has to be married. Now you have to find out the relationship between B and K. Now B definitely has to be K's child. Correct? So only these many people are given. So B has to be K's child. Now if you look at the options, child means they have only son here. So B has to be the son of K. Yeah, we don't know the gender of B, Sendamil Shelvi, that's true. But if you look at the given information here, no, see, if there was one more information which they had given saying, let's say P star Q, means P is the daughter of Q. If something like this is given, then you can say that is not given, then how can I say the answer? But here nothing like that is given, only son is given. When you look at child, the only relation that is given here is that of son. So by looking at the options, the only valid option seems to be son. So that's how you take the answer as son. Next question. That's what I just explained, Nagini. Even though we don't know the gender, with the given information, this is the only possible conclusion that we can make. Okay. Now if there was even a statement which says cannot be determined, then I can say okay, that is because we are not able to find out the gender of B. But here, with all the given information, the only valid option is option D. Nagini, I hope it is clear now. Yes, see, Gaurav very rightly said, correct. Now next question, what is the relationship between J and A in the expression given? So let us now try to represent this expression in terms of a blood relation so that it's easier for us to solve. A ampersand F means A is the wife of F. So A is the wife of F. So A is a female, F is a male. Now see, some of you put minus and plus here for male and female. Please follow the whatever way you are doing. I just put F for female and M for male, or you can even put B and G. That's up to you, but whenever you are solving a question, stick to the same notations that you use. That's all. $M. $M means F is the son of M. So F is the son of M. Next, what have they given? M percentage J means that M is the mother of J. So M is the mother of J, so M has to be a female. Okay, so this M has now two children, J and F. Next, what is given? J plus T. J plus T means J is the sister of T. So J is the sister of T. So where is T? Yeah, sorry, J is the sister of T. So this has to be a female and this has to be T, correct? Because they are all going to be the children of the same parent. That means J is the sister of T means J is definitely a female and she is the sister of T. I don't know the gender of T now. Now what is the question? What is the relationship between J and A? So this is J and this is A. See, J and F are siblings, correct? Sister brother, and this person A is the wife of J's brother, or I can say J is the sister-in-law of A. So the correct answer here is J is the sister-in-law of A. That is option C. Yes, J is a lady. Correct. J is a lady. We don't know the gender of T and that's not required also for the question. Correct answer is option C. Next one. HJMQ is to KMPT is as SUXB is to dash. So what is the pattern used here? Very easy one. Not getting. Which one? Radheshyam, which is the answer that you are not getting? See here, yeah, all of you are giving me the answer as B. Not H plus 3, right? HIJK. Similarly here plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So what will be the code for SUXB? You are doing plus 3 here, right? JKLM. I mean KLM. Again plus 3 here, plus 3 here. So SUXB will code it as same, do plus 3 in each case. You should get the answer as VXAE. So the correct answer here is option B. Easy one. Yeah. Next one. Find the missing number, letter or word from the given responses. Oh, that's very easy, Radheshyam. We have just added plus 3 to each of the letter in the word. That's all, you get the code. I hope it is clear now. That was a very easy one. That should be that's a mark scoring question. You should get it correct. So for this question, Sai Kiran has given me the answer C. Pavani says C. Anil says C. see what is given here, H. Okay, if you look at the alphabets, H, I, J, K, H plus 3, correct? 1, 2, 3. Similarly, you have J, K, L, M. Again, J plus 3, 1, 2, 3, M. That's how they have written the code. Next. Now, for this one, the pattern that is being followed here is this. See, 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. 7 plus 4 is equal to 11. 11 plus 6 is equal to 17. And then they are doing minus. 17 minus 2 is equal to 15. 15 minus 4 is equal to 11. So, what will be the next one? It should be 11 minus 6. See, plus 2 plus 4 plus 6 minus 2 minus 4 minus 6. So, 11 minus 6 is equal to 5. Correct answer for this is option C, 5. Praveen, see S, T, U, V. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's how I say plus 3. Okay, or you can say there are 2 letters in between. S in between 2 letters, then the next letter is what you take as the answer. Next one. Amit is giving me the answer for this question is B. B is 0, no Amit? Definitely Anand, there will be some easy questions also. All the questions will not be tough in an examination. Niranjan says the answer is A. Okay, so what's the pattern that is being used here? See, you have 12 divided by 3. Okay, that is equal to 4. 12 by 3 is 4. 4 plus 9 is 13. Look at the first column. What we have done is 12 by 3 is equal to 9. So 12 by 3 is equal to 4 and 4 plus 9 that is equal to 13. Similarly, if you look at the next column, it is 6 by 2 that is equal to 3. 3 plus 10 that is equal to 13. That is the answer that you are getting here. So here what should it come? 8 divided by some number. Okay. Answer of that plus 5. You should get the answer as 13. So what number plus 5 will give you 13? 8 plus 5 will give you 13. So when I do 8 divided by x, my answer should be equal to 8. What can be the value of x? X has to be 1. Correct answer is option A. Hope it is clear. First element divided by the second element, the answer that you get plus the third element. That is the resultant of each column. Next one. 5 students participated in an examination and each scored different marks. Nidhi scored higher than Mamata. Kavita scored lower than Prashant but higher than Nidhi. Anil's score was between Mamata and Nidhi. Which of the following pairs represents the highest and the lowest score respectively? Anil, this the previous question that we solved, that's very common in SSC examinations. What happened, Annapurna? What system error do you have? What's happening? Okay, correct answer is option C. Fairly easy arrangement, no? 5 students are participated in an examination and each scored different marks. Nidhi scored higher than Mamata. Kavita scored lower than Prashant. Okay, but higher than Niti. So what does that mean? P greater than K greater than N greater than M, because Kavita is scoring higher than Niti. So this is the arrangement that we have for now. Next, Anil's score is between Mamata and Nidhi. So where will Anil's score come? Anil's score has to be in between these two. So what is the final arrangement that we get? Mark of P is greater than K, greater than N, greater than A, greater than M. So the highest mark is scored by Prashant and the lowest mark is scored by Mamata. Correct answer for this question is option C. Next. So this question, again we have come to the question that was asked in the SSC CGL examination 28/8/2016 set 2. This question was asked in the SSC CGL 28/8/2016 set 2. A into B means multiply A by B. A ampersand B means divide A by B. A question mark B means add B to A, and A equal to B means subtract B from A. Then find the value of this given set of this given set. 10 into 10 equal to 5 into 10 question mark. See, what do you do when such question come? Very easy one, very easy question. You just have to put in the respective operations everywhere, okay? So into means multiply, correct? So 10 into 10 equal to means subtract minus 5. Again into means multiply. Question mark means add. Ampersand means divide. Now when you have an expression like this, the only thing that you need to know to solve such questions is the BODMAS rule. If you know the BODMAS rule, solving is very easy. So first you have to do division followed by multiplication and then addition and subtraction. So here first, what is the division operation here? 50 divided by 10, that is equal to 5. So then you have, so what are you left with? Again here there is a multiplication, correct? 10 into 10, that is 100. So 100 minus 5 into 10. See, I am basically doing the multiplications and the divisions first. Don't do the additions and the subtraction first. According to BODMAS rule, you should always do divisions and multiplications first and then go to additions. And there are no brackets here, so no confusion at all. So 10 5s are 50. So you have 100 minus 50 plus 5, correct? 50 divided by 10 is 5. So what is the answer that we are looking at? 55. Correct answer is option D. Praveen, Shirley, how do you get the answer as B? Please check some calculation mistake you have made. 50 by 10 is 5. 5 tens are 50. 10 into 10 is 100. I did the multiplications, the divisions first and then did additions and subtractions. Why are some of you giving me the answer as 55? Yeah. Then why some of you give me the answer as B? Again, this question was part of the SSC CGL set 2 to 28/8/2016 paper. See, some of you said no in between that you should be very lucky to get such questions in the examination. So this is an actual question that appeared in the examination. Aren't these questions easy? Aren't these questions mark scoring? See, what is the pattern that is being followed here? R minus 3 is O. Similarly, minus 3, okay, R minus 3 is O. Again, A minus 3 is X, and you have T minus 3 is equal to Q. So that's the pattern that is being followed here. Now you have to find out the code for lumber, L-U-M-B-E-R. See, same pattern has to be followed here. Now here you know that R minus 3 is already O in the question itself, that is there, correct? See, R is coded as O. So here in the word lumber, when you code, R has to be coded as O, Now just look at the options. There is only one option which satisfies that. So definitely that has to be your answer. You needn't check the other 3 options at all. Okay, I hope it is clear. Even though this question is very easy, if you look at the options and try, it is even more easier. You will get the answer even faster. Okay, see here, you know R is coded as O, A is coded as X and so on. So I can say that whenever R comes, you have to do -3 and the answer that you get is O. Now if you look at the given word here, lumber, last letter is R. What is the code for R? It has to be O. Look at the options. Which is the only option which has O in the end? That is option D. Directly mark that as the answer. You needn't even find out any of these. Next one. Yes, for this question everybody is giving me the answer as option D. So what is given? P and Q are sisters. So P and Q are in the same generation and they are sisters. So both of them are females, correct? Both of them are girls. Then R and S are brothers and P's daughter is R's sister. So P has a daughter, okay? P has a daughter is R's sister. So basically this R is also a child of P. Now it is given that R and S are brothers. So R and S are brothers means both of them are male and they are brothers means they are born to the same parent. So what can I say? Basically P, that is P is the mother of these 3 children. P has 2 sons and 1 daughter, okay, and Q is P's sister. Now the question is, how is Q related to S? How is Q related to S? See, Q is S's mother's sister, or I can say Q is these 3 children's aunt. So the correct answer here is option D, aunt. Again, fairly easy question, right? Next one. All these are from the same paper, okay, SSC CGL paper. P started walking from north to south. She turned right at right angle and then again right at right angle. In which direction was she ultimately walking? A and D. Why a lot of you or some of you say D. Okay. P is starting walking from north to south. See direction diagram, north, south, east, west. So P is walking from north to south means P is going in this direction. Then she turned right at right angle. So she is turning to her right means if P is facing this direction, this is going to be her right and this is going to be her left. She is turning right at right angle. Right angle means 90 degrees. She is turning like this and then again right at right angle. Again right means now P is facing this direction. So this is going to be her left and this is going to be her right. Again she is turning right means she has to face this direction. Now in which direction is she ultimately walking? She is again walking towards north. So the correct answer here is option A. See, whenever you have questions on directions diagram and directions and you are confused with the left and right, assume that you are the person who is standing there facing that direction. Then your left will be left of the question and your right will be the right in the question. Gaurav, the first set of questions that we did was from the bank exams. Only the last few questions are from the SSC examinations, okay? Yeah. So the last question for today's session, we will finish with this. If a mirror is placed on the line MN, then which of the answer figures is the right image for the given figure? Last week AIM, is it Praveen? I felt last week AIM I did not see any difficult question from directions. I did not. I'll check back, Praveen. Can you please? I'll check back. Okay. I'll tell you in the next session. Let me check. I don't think there was any difficult question from directions in last week AIM. I don't remember seeing one. See, this is a very easy one. So whenever you have questions on mirror images, okay, if the mirror is placed like this, okay, it is placed on the left or on the right hand side, only your left and right hand side will interchange. Everything else will remain same in the figure. Now if the mirror is placed on the top and the bottom, what happens? The top and the bottom of the image will interchange in the answer figure. Okay, in the question figure, if the mirror is placed either on the left or on the right, just the left and the right hand side of the image will interchange. That's all. So for this image, the left hand side and the right hand side of the image should interchange in the mirror image. So if you look at the options, in all of these options, what is happening? The image fully is turned like this, right? Only if the mirror is in this direction or this direction, these three cases can come. So the correct answer has to be this. The mirror here is placed onto the left hand side. So what will happen is this image, the left and right of this image will only interchange. Top and the bottom of the image will remain the same. Okay, left and right will interchange, so the image will look like this. That is option A. Yes, this is for SSC. Okay, this is very common only in SSC examinations. Because last few sessions I remember some of you told me that you find questions on mirror images and paper folding difficult. So that's why I took this question. Now, okay, with that the questions for today's session are over. Yeah, last 7 questions were from SSC. Yes, SSC 2016 paper. Okay. So I hope the questions that we did today was clear. Any doubt in between? Arpana was asking Gaurav about that question, how we got the answer as 55. I hope it is clear. It was just basic addition and subtraction. You would have made some mistake in the sign somewhere. So guess that's it. Any doubts in any of the questions that we solved? Any question that you would want me to explain again, or? Great. Okay. Okay. Gaurav helped you. Good. Okay. Praveen says direction questions in the daily test, I think. Yes. Yes, Chandamil Selvi, you are correct. Left and right gets interchanged. Okay guys, so that's it from us for now, and I will see you in the next session. And please do Chandamil Selvi, see tension, no, you have to get over it, and the best way to do is take up mock exams regularly. When you are used to sitting in the exam environment and start solving questions, when it comes to the actual examination, you will never feel so tense. Okay, so if you are tense, take up mock examinations every week, regularly take up practice tests. Assume that when you take up a test, no, assume that you are actually sitting in front of the computer in the examination hall and taking the test. Think of it that way, and don't take breaks in between and then solve the paper. If you keep practicing that, on the actual examination day, you will not feel so tense. Yes, we will all have a little bit of tension, that's very common, but at least for like what you are saying, that you are very tense and you are not able to arrive at the answer, that will not be the case. Okay, good. Yes, images generally don't come for bank exam, that was specifically for SSC. Okay, but you never know bank exams when they are going to start. They might suddenly start including all these also, so we never know. Sajid, to solve puzzles easily, as I said, the main key is practice. Nothing else I would say, because you will have to read the information correctly and then decipher the information that comes with practice. Okay. In directions topic, angular based shadow questions will be asked in bank exams. I do see some questions based on angles, but in prelims paper generally angles doesn't come, but angles is also easy. It's not really tough. If you are facing a problem with any question, please do let me know. I'll try to help you out. Okay. Good. So that's it from us for now, guys. All the very best with your preparations. Please do take up the All India mock exams that is given to you every week, and also try out all the daily tests that is given. So I will see you in the next session, and this is Gayatri signing off till then. Take care. Good night. Okay, Gaurav is telling me take a motivational session. Definitely we will do something about that, Gaurav, okay? I'll definitely put that across to the team. We'll try to conduct one.